Okay, so what is up, guys? Okay, so this is a response to my video. I guess I was talking about Hasan, and then people just genuinely just crashed out. So we're just gonna do a response video. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't really care. It was it it got to a point where I was house sitting, okay? And I was busy. Yesterday I was tired, so I couldn't make a video like I wanted to. But today, I felt good. So we're able to crush this, right? So this is just me like responding to my comments that a lot of people sent, and it was surprising because I saw a new comment and I thought, okay, that's pretty neat. You know, someone commented and then they called me a DNC plant, and I'm like, okay, have no idea what it means, and it was an insult, I guess, and trying to like say that my credibility is basically a fraud or a fluke, and what I say doesn't, like it doesn't align. Like if I'm trying to being fake mad, like, or like basically I'm being paid, or I had to tell you guys, I am not being paid. You can literally go to your camera on your phone right now, do the same exact thing, and yes, you can milk farm these type of people. And I mean, I know I could do it, but I refuse to have that sort of that attention, right? I usually do like yeah, sorry, my bad. So I usually do these type of videos where I talk about a person. The first time I talked about a person was Candace Owens, and it was just an opinion video. It wasn't meant to be anything that's bad. Sorry guys, but there's something in my eye, but I think I'm good. But hold on. Okay. All right, I think we're good. So I know I'm gonna get into it, but yeah, in that first video, I did not expect how much hate that I received. I didn't realize how much of a backlash that I had, and I honestly didn't think that was a big deal because it was just an opinion. It wasn't a fact. And so I'm like, okay, well, we'll see about some other people, okay, that happen to be in the world today, but that we know, right? So that's like not just Candace Owens, it's Erica Kirk. And so I, talk about Erica Kirk. Like I said, I don't know like that much to criticize her or say how bad she is, and stuff like that. So it's, I can't really say anything about it. But and people grieve on their own way. I mean, people grieve at home. Sometimes they don't like to cry in public. I know I'm not a huge, I'm a huge crier, but I like to cry at home, okay? That's it. But that's the way it is. But I'm gonna get into this, but that's just the gist of it. So we got here. I decided to make a Hasan opinion, about this. No, like an opinion about Hasan. Okay, sorry, I twisted my words, but I basically did this, and that's how we're here today. A lot of people got angry, and yeah, it was a clustered mess that I didn't realize a lot of people cared, but apparently they did. And so we're gonna respond to it. And so the response to my video did, I mean, did you really think I would crush out like Mustached? If you don't know the guy, Mstat or Mtashed or whatever, I call him Mtashed, but I'm not sure if I said it right. But this guy, he basically, I was making a joke, but I'll explain the joke. I did not crash out like this guy. This guy, I guess he was trying to call out not only just Asmongold, but different other people too. And he literally got so embarrassed that he crashed out and deleted his channel. And it was insane. Okay? And this person, this had to be a meme. Have you ever had a dream kid? Made more sense. But I'm like, okay, Adriano Celiato, they disagree with that. God, this is the longest word for a song, but I'm gonna try my best to say it. Okay, Prisian Collins Sin Aniac okay, prison Collins Sinakiaso, okay, PrisonColianSinakiansol. Okay, that's a whole lot for me to say, but it is an actual song, so if you can you could definitely hear it. I think it's one of the top songs that this artist has. Artiano Cilantro, and yeah, I think he's Italian if I'm not mistaken, and he did this. It was a joke, so I'm not, look at the song, and I'll say that this guy, he disagrees because he doesn't know English. I do, but I mean, like this. I mean, the person who commented this. I mean, it's not. I mean, sure. What you can think what you think. I have many other people that knows and understands me clearly. I don't need to pretend that you don't. And yes, I do jump topic to topic, and we already discussed it over and over again. Okay, Holly CIA plant, DNC plant. I said, this guy said rage bait. If you can look and see at the comments, you don't need to purposely rage bait people. You don't. It is so crazy how much like backlash you can get just by making a statement or an opinion about a person, and you don't have anything against that person, right? I'm saying this from my personal standpoint, and I'm just putting it out there. You can literally do this. Just fair warning, if you're gonna do it, expect a huge amount of backlash. If you think it's funny, then go ahead. I mean, people crash out and it's insane. I think you could do a lot more better than I can. So who knows, right? So yeah, so I'm not getting paid. I have a job, okay? I have a job and I have bills to pay on my own. No one else. Like I said, you can get your own iPhone, you can get your own Android, you can get any other type of phone. And yes, I was tilting it back and left to right, right? Because these people do not understand of how a phone works. Get your camera on and put it, flip it around like it's a selfie, right? You flip your camera around, not your phone, your camera, and you flip it around like if you're taking a selfie. Boom, hit the video on your left tab, right? It will say video, press it, And yes, I had to explain this, guys, because apparently a lot of people don't understand what an opinion is. Okay? My Lord, it's insane how many times I had to say this. I am not getting paid by anybody. Are you kidding me? If I was getting paid, I would have been on the news right now. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. Would have been on the news. It would have been so crazy, and I would say how it's done, and and what and who goes where, in every single protest, and or trying to do all these other stunts that nobody cares about, and etc. Right? I would have had that type of spotlight where it would have been so much easy to do. But guess what? I'm not getting paid by anybody. It would have been so much easier if people can understand me, right? So I'm not gonna go on a tangent about that, but yeah. I dislike people who support terrorists, who loves communism, who zap their dog, who tries to gaslight people into thinking that he didn't zap his dog, and try to basically do some type of some sort of green screen type where he could just make Kaya disappear and not even being on his stream, but she's there for hours without moving, and it's a big dog, and that big dog needs to move somewhere. But if you like to support terrorism and communism, that's totally up to you guys. I don't know what you guys are smoking, but I'm talking about those people who are genuinely were hating on me because I had an opinion. So if you like abusing animals, surely, I hope and pray that you guys don't. But, if you, not only that, but a person who hates his own audience is it's not going to go very far. But, if you like to have an abusive partner, that is totally up to you. I would say get someone that's better. It doesn't take a whole lot to do a 180 and go to a different direction and say, hey, Hasan doesn't really like me. He says that, he pretty much hates everyone because, and then he can get so much hurt, especially when people are basically criticizing him or just in general. Look at Tectone. His YouTube channel almost got deleted, face off the earth, because of Hasan getting butthurt because of him being called gay. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm not 15 years old. I'm 30 years old. Nice try, but thank you for calling me young. I know, right? Honestly, guys, I have to give you a fair warning. When I go to a basketball court and it's nearby a high school or another school, elementary school, people literally think that I am a student there. I kid you not. I've been called. I said it multiple times. A lot of people think that I am young, either 18 or younger, which is crazy, but that's just how it is. And I already told you guys. And so yeah, and then I said, so what is your username? Chipcub2719. Are you a Cub Scout? Are you a Scout boy? I don't know. I really don't know at this point, but it was so funny. And then, rest in peace, Wolf, who lost so much brain cells that he died. over exaggerated, but yeah. And I already got a diary. I don't know if you guys know this, but I think I talked about this in a video, and I'll talk about it this again, that I wrote since 2015, so you get a better yeah. And I created this, okay? I mean, this is my actual journal. So I don't understand how, like, I already have a diary. At the end of the day, like, I get to post whatever I want to post. I don't need to ask anyone anything, right? I post whatever I want. So they're trying to make it seem like their insults and opinions mean anything. So, but yeah, I'm still here. You'll see more and more of these, right? And more than likely, you'll see a whole lot of people crashing out for no reason. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna, see if there's other people I could talk about, depending on like what they do. I'm not the person that goes out there and say, oh, let me have another person to talk about, right? And see if they crash out there. No. If I see someone who does something stupid, who says something stupid, who happened to just being arrested for some odd reason, thinking it's cool because, the whole crowd is doing it, so why not? I'm not going to respond to every single comment, a person that insults me, because I don't care, and you shouldn't too. And then I'm going to teach you how. I don't want to teach you because I don't know, from my standpoint, it's like at the end of the day, I have a job, I have a life, I pay my own bills. I mean, I'm not gonna let these people live rent free in my head. It is so crazy, but yeah, this is gonna be my only time I'm gonna respond to it. And yeah, I mean, I do mention my videos, right? Because I am referring and referencing to actual events or things that I talked about. So yeah, so these people don't have no sense of reasoning. They don't care what you have to say, whether you're sorry or not. They would basically treat you as subhuman as possible. So yeah, so I say they're just gonna drift away from the face, well, not from the face of the earth, face of the internet, because I won't negotiate with them. Like, there's no reason for me to. So yeah, so they're just never to be seen. They're just gonna be there, just like all the other people who have insulted me, who just had, like, they have plenty of time to basically tell me that I'm a little girl, that I'm like only 15, but I'm 30 years old, guys. I'm 30 years old. I hate to break the ice to you, but I am, and it's terrible, but you can believe what you want to believe. But yeah, I mean, I can guarantee you, let's say if I get arrested, mommy and daddy's not gonna help me. I'm sorry, a lot of people ask for their mom and dads, but guess what? You're already 18, I'm already 30. By the end of the day, if I ever get in trouble, guess what? Boom. I can't call dad, but I can call a lawyer. I can say, hey, I need some help because I don't know what I did wrong, and I didn't think it was a big deal out of this, and I really need someone to actually